Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Science and Sorcery, the show where science communicators play Dungeons and Dragons. We are on session 43 of our campaign, Witness to Ruin, and we're getting close to a turning point. Will the party cause ruin, or will they prevent it? We're gonna find out soon.
Little from column A, little from column B, maybe?
Quite probably, quite probably. And I am, of course, once again joined by my wonderful players, Rachel, Alex, Khalil, and Sam. Now, we do have upcoming things, but I actually don't know when this session's coming out, Sam. So do you know when this episode's releasing and what's our next one shot?
This should be coming.
About.
This should be coming out in the first week in October. So the things for you to know about is that all throughout this month we're releasing our Moment of Awesome interviews, where you can hear from members of the TTRPG community, who they are, what they do, and why they're awesome. And this week we're going to be hearing from Jason Cordova, the writer for Brindlewood Bay and The Between. And then towards the end of the month, our monthly one shot will be a game of Cryptid Creeks, which will be on the 28th of October, run by the wonderful JC Darcy and featuring this person to my right. Rachel will be in that game as well. Yeah, that's October.
Amazing. That's very exciting stuff coming up. And if you want to get in on the excitement, you want to run your own game of Cryptid Creeks, and you realize, damn, I don't have any dice because I've never actually played a game before. When you go to valkyrierrpg.co.uk and use code SciAndSorcery for 30% off on your order. They've got their Halloween pre-orders up right now, and they look great. So go over and support them if you can. Now, I believe those are all of our announcements for the moment. So, a quick recap of what's happened last session. Nimbo had lost his voice. Boo. But it's back. He's been attacked by a Remoraz, and the heat of that giant bugs just sort of like unclogged everything.
He as he kind of got spat out by the Remoraz, just coughed and like sneezed, and just so much mucus came out, and
like a tennis ball.
Again.
But beyond that, they encountered some evil undead. There was a rock slide. There was this giant insect which nearly killed them. But they've managed to catch their breath, to patch up their wounds. And they are approaching the peak of Mount Ekre, where the planar seal created by Shohul's Snowsong rests, along with a large group of suspected cultists who are up to no good. So we are going to go and see exactly how they deal with that. You're probably about a 45-minute to an hour climb out from the peak.
How's everyone doing after that? That was mad.
I mean, obviously it hurt a lot, but honestly, my sinuses feel. Maybe it's the mountain air. I don't know, but back in the game.
Speaking of which,
Welcome
how is
back.
everybody doing with? Like, this is quite high up. I'm doing okay. Are you all breathing okay?
I mean,
Oh, we trained for this. Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good. The physical, great. The mental, sometimes I've begun to think, I don't want to say out of my depth, but these challenges are really challenging sometimes. Yeah, I know I'm usually quite confident about these sort of things, but I just got my ass beat by a giant fire and ice worm, so yeah.
Honestly, I get you.
you know what?
There's a lot on our shoulders. You know, this is nuts. Like, what? A couple of months ago, we were at school, and now we're climbing up the top of a mountain. We're trying to stop an apocalyptic cult from destroying from meddling with a planar seal, but we're not sure what the right thing to do is, because if we keep the seal intact, then nothing changes. But then if we break the seal, then a lot will change, but it could mean bad things like danger from other planes. It could mean good things like allowing Varea and Chaos to recommune and kind of save us from this greed titan that's waking up under the lake next to our homes. This is a lot to deal with. Like, I had my first kiss like 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Has that only been 3 weeks? Jeez.
Something like that. We furbolgs don't set that much store by that kind of unit in a calendar. We just go by season. But it's less than a season.
I mean, and I'm fairly sure I've nearly died 10 times since that, so...
Right?
Probably more.
Definitely more. Definitely more.
So how is everybody, like, and we're not far from the top, how is everybody feeling about what we are going to do?
Honestly, I'm this close to casting calm emotions on myself and all of us. Consent with you lot notwithstanding. But I didn't prepare it today, so I guess we're just going to have to freak out.
I can slap you if you want.
I mean,
Honestly, please.
My first plan was to take out my frustrations and anger on these cultists, and then we work out what to do from there.
But that seems like if we don't know what we're doing as we go into this, and we get there, we don't know what we're going to see them doing. Do we let them do it? Do we stop them? It might be too late. It might be something that we're actually okay with them doing.
Maybe the steps are, like, find out what they're doing as quickly as possible, and then I would say we probably want to
blow them up.
Well, I would say we probably don't want to be friends with the Fissure. They've done some messed up stuff to people. I don't want to take this too personally, but they did deface a shrine to my god, in a pretty kind of hateful manner. Not just a kind of drawing a dick on it, but like really desecrating it.
2 dicks.
And they've tried to kill us multiple times.
Yeah.
So maybe find out what they're doing, incapacitate them, and then incapacitate can be deadly as well. We don't know. We'll play it by ear. And then we work out what we want to do once the pressure is off of the cult getting up to whatever they're getting up to.
Well, okay, I think that's a good move forward from here. I can send Yarrow on ahead to scout if we like.
That'd be great. Do you want to piggyback while you're looking through their eyes?
Yeah, I do think, and I will look at Yarrow as a barn owl and say it's quite conspicuous, a barn owl in a mountain.
Yes.
I might need you to change.
I thought you liked me for who I was.
I do, but other people might not.
Oh, most people don't.
And I want us all to stay safe, so I might need you to be an eagle for a little while.
Like physically or just mentally?
Well, both ideally. I know that might
Well,
be
do
tricky
one of
for
them.
you. Physically, then I think we're gonna have to go with.
Oh no, I mean you can do the physical part. I can do the mental part.
Right. I sure.
And we can be the wind beneath your wings.
You're so nice to me, Nimbo. I'm glad you've got your voice back.
Thanks.
So-
I'd missed talking.
I've missed
So-
you talking too.
I'm going to turn to Yarrow for a second and be like, you know what, Yarrow? You are my favourite rodent when you're a rodent. And I'm going to give a bardic inspiration die.
Okay. That's really kind, but that is also partially my question. You told me that I have to keep an eye on Blurta.
Yeah, I was getting to that. Like, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna need you to do another job. So
Because my eyesight's not going to be quite as good as an eagle in the dark.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Forget
Okay.
about Blutter for now. There you go. And I'm gonna have to make you go away and then come
Okay.
back.
Okay. Don't hit me.
I
Muck can
don't-
hit me.
Yeah, Muck, you've
It'll be over quick.
you've slapped Nimbo, so slap this owl, please.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Spank me!
Oh.
And can we say, because we took a short rest beforehand,
This will have happened during the short rest. You would have been
Great.
able to ritual cast Find Familiar again.
Amazing.
Also,
Muck-
I fully thought Rachel was going to do the thing that nurses do when they're giving you like a vaccination or something, and they go 3, 2, stab.
I could also just picture Muck just picking up an owl and lobbing it, just like.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to happen, but yeah.
I shouldn't have
Muck
done an
spanks
uppercut.
an owl, and
I should have gone
The
for like
owl
one side of the
eventually-
face and the head just like spins.
like an owl, it can go all the way around.
Yeah.
The owl eventually reappears as an eagle.
Okay.
How was that?
Are you
I
okay?
didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
We can try again later.
Now, you were gone for an hour.
Yes,
How many more weddings and divorces have you been through?
4.
Great.
Muck's one of them.
As we move on up ahead, I'm going to get you to just fly up to the top and circle over the peak. And I would like you to just go around in a circle for a little bit.
Okay.
And, I will
And before
It's
you
pretty
go-
windy up there. I'll do my
Before
best.
before we make a move, guys, I just think, you know, battle strategy. There's a dragon guarding the seal with a very strong sense of justice. I remember we were told, don't be evil, don't harm the innocent, don't cause any undeserved harm. So let's just, you know,
So we
Don't
go
try
and go,
first.
are you innocent? And
no.
well,
I'm just saying we need to act in defense. We can't go in guns blazing too hard.
Agreed.
And as Yarrow flies off, I say, "Vice be with you," and I give him a gentle spank on the butt as he goes past, and I'm going to cast guidance,
Okay. Right.
like in a kind of like a sports player way, you know, like
Yes. Yeah.
a-
I'm just thinking how long guidance
Just slightly
lasts.
homoerotic.
So-
1 minute, but,
yeah,
like you know, if he's having to deal with some like blustery
yeah.
winds or
It's
whatever on the way
definitely
up,
helping, like the initial, because the weather has definitely. Blurta tried to predict the weather yesterday evening and failed because it was very dark. But Nimbo, you would have known. There's a snowstorm brewing.
ooh, a storm,
near the peak.
nice.
So Yarrow is struggling a bit, but the guidance and the bardic inspiration are sort of helping him get through those initial gales as he takes off ahead of you, as you yourself begin to make your way, final stretch up to the top of the mountain. Are you looking through Yarrow's eyes?
If someone will guide my body, then yes.
I'm
You
happy
can also
to give you a
perch
piggyback.
in the bag of holding like you've done previously.
Yeah, I'll climb into the bag and someone can carry the bag.
Who's got the bag?
I have the bag, so I will pass it off.
You know it's an adventuring party when someone's got the bag. Okay, yeah, so I don't mind carrying.
Okay.
I think Muck is gonna, you know, if we get into a scrap, need to be able to be up front.
Yeah.
So marching order, just so I have it in my head for if it becomes relevant. Muck, then Nimbo,
Yep.
then Blurta.
Yeah, and I will be constantly every 5.5 seconds casting Shillelagh with my bonus action.
Okay. Cool.
Shillelagh.
Yeah, just like, you know, like that is that like a South Asian game, kabaddi,
Yes.
Yeah.
where you have to keep saying kabaddi, 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 kabaddi.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying shillelagh.
All right. And okay, in that case, can Yarrow please make me a perception check as an eagle, and I will
Yeah.
tell you what bonuses to add.
Amazing, thank you, because I don't have
Is
that up.
Here. You have a +4 to perception.
Okay, so that was a
And
10 on the
advantage on checks that rely on sight. So
Okay,
make
so
it advantage.
first one was 14, second one was 8.
8. Okay, so 14. It's difficult to see when you get too high up. So you're flying up ahead, but you can't fly too high up in the air because the storm is starting to block out your sight. And you just sort of lose track of everything. But you're able to scope out a relatively recent trail through the landscape and guide from your place in the bag of holding. You're able to direct the party to this trail if you wanted to.
There seems to be a trail we can follow. Do we want to stick to the path, or do we try go off path to be more sneaky?
I think the benefit of this bad weather is that'll probably offer us cover anyway. And it'll
Yes.
be slower going.
Are you happy with
We
that,
are-
folks?
We are potentially on a timer.
Mm.
Okay, quickest way then. The trail ahead.
All right. Yeah. You find the trail, and can someone make me a survival check?
I can do it.
Not M, because M's in a bag.
That's probably Nimbo, yeah.
19.
19, nice, yeah. Nimbo, this track is very recent. The people who passed through here can't have been more than a couple of hours ahead of you. And although the tracks are starting to get filled in by new snow, you're still able to make out enough details that you can see this looked to be a group of about 11 people.
Looks like we're going to be outnumbered. And they're
Can
not
I-
too far ahead.
But never outgunned, and I just point to Muck's arms.
Can I do an investigation or perception to see what size are these feet? Like, what's the stature?
Yeah, good. That's an investigation check, please.
All right.
So we did have like information about some of these individuals, right?
Yes. So I rolled an 8, and then I can go to my notes to see blah 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 about these people. Or maybe I can't. I rolled an 8, so let's deal with that first.
Okay. So there is one thing that's really obvious that you do pick up on. Like most of them, they seem to be like the same shoe size, like same shoe type, and it's difficult to tell. But one of them is definitely different because it is not shoe marks. It is, or shoe prints. It is footprints, and they are about the size of Nimbo's.
Bare feet in the cold. Yeah, fur bulk.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we did know there was a fur bulk with them.
Cool.
Yeah, with an 8, that's all you would know.
All right.
Just because that's so obvious, it's impossible to miss.
Okay, yeah, there's a fur bulk and a dragonborn, 11 in total. Not ringing any bells, but potentially the people who vandalized Khalil's god's shrine.
Who's God?
Nimbos.
Is there a fellow worshipper of Vias in the house?
Yes, there is.
We met him when you had a cough.
Yeah, he's great. I think he'd really get along.
Honestly,
It's actually the Remoraz's name.
Yeah.
I don't want to present furbolgs as a monolith because we're all sorts, but it does kind of disquiet me. I'm a bit worried about who this person might be. Like, what if it's someone I know? What if it's someone from home?
Then we only blow them up a little bit.
It might be our best chance of you actually having a connection with someone from the Fissure to discuss what's going on. Could be a good thing.
Yeah, could be a good thing. Let's keep going.
Can Yarrow make me another perception check?
Of course. Is this
As you
with
get
sight as well?
close. Yeah, this would all still be with sight.
And he has Bardic as well, if you need.
Yeah.
What was the Bardic dice at the moment?
C6, I believe, Alex.
Yes.
That is a 28.
Okay.
There we go. Yarrow manages to sort of catch an updraft, still staying within 100 feet of you, so you can still continue to see through his eyes, but briefly gets lifted to a spot where that seems to be sort of above the first layer of cloud. Looking through this first layer, he's hidden, but he can see the peak of the mountain. It is a very steep incline to get to the summit. It's almost like a pillar rising up about 50 feet above the rest of the ground. And you can see a group of people standing guard around the rim. A broken structure, walls covered in ice, crumbling, with inside them a glowing blue seal, similar to the one you had found in the Dread Hollow. The frozen corpse of an Unkaina splayed out across it. A dragonborn standing, examining the seal, and the Furbolg unbuckling the Unkaina corpse's armor. In that moment, the wind picks up, and Yarrow gets buffeted side to side. Is going to have to descend or risk getting knocked completely off course.
I'll hold them back at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And relay all that information. Yeah, there's a lot up there.
And I can also relay that information to everyone visually, because that was a very good roll. So, get a map. You are not currently on the platform yet.
So in that vision, though, there was only the two of them.
And there was a ring of other people standing
A ring
guard.
of people, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you not see the battle map yet?
I am not looking at it. Now I can see, thank
Failed
you.
perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just like looting the armor off a dead body. Who would do that? What kind of sick person would steal from a corpse?
Especially like a long dead one, something that's like a piece of history and has been there undisturbed for, decades, centuries.
It's a piece of history, it's a piece of myth, it's a piece of legend. Like
Right?
stealing legendary armor. Like, why would you ever do that? No home training. Mm-mm.
I wonder if we're going to find more random erotica here.
You know, I know this is only a recent development for you, but you are such a bard.
We made good money off that.
Also, I wouldn't get your hopes up because they don't call it the frigid tundra for nothing.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is, who can we see who this one nearest to us is?
You currently cannot.
Or as in,
You're like
someone, or just because they seem to have a different icon on the map.
So the so the people in the ring around the the rim would have Yarrow would have been able to tell there are three who are wearing slightly more extravagant robes, which are similar to the slightly more powerful cultists that you encountered in the Dread Hollow ages back. The others are dressed in plainer robes.
Right.
Cool. And so we've seen this through Yarrow's eyes, but we haven't got there yet, right?
No. You are you've got like a 50-meter climb to get there, basically.
And is this platform, is it raised up or is it just on the level?
It is the platform that they're all standing on.
Yeah, because
That is 50 feet above everything else.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's high.
It's essentially like getting closer to the base of this pillar. It looks almost as if someone has deliberately removed parts of the peak in order to make the seal less accessible.
And do we feel like there's enough like snowstorm and cloud cover that the people that are standing on top of that 50-foot pillar can't see us as we approach the base of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be a stealth check basically as you get close to the lip of the plateau to determine whether they notice you climbing up.
Great. Okay. So some of us can fly.
True.
Some of us can't.
No, but I can jump real high.
I can't particularly, so I'm going to. This would be like I'd need to be strong for this, right?
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna cast bull strength on myself.
Mm.
Or just to throw it out there, I could fly you all up in the bag.
True.
And if I was in the bag, would I not have disadvantage on stealth because my armor would not be jingling?
Well,
It
because
would
we wouldn't even be
just-
on this plane of
It
existence.
would just be Blurta making the stealth check.
Yeah, I'm in the bag.
Oh, and then okay. So, but we need to work out how we want to approach this. I think importantly, we want to safeguard the seal and snowstorm, Shohul Snowstorm's armor and body, because they're desecrating the grave of a great hero, of the chosen of Vyas. Seems like they're probably going to try and stop us physically, but maybe we can find out from the two in the center a bit more information about what they're trying to do.
So, yeah.
Yes.
50 foot, right?
It's a 50-foot sheer drop, and you would land on like a mixture of snow and rocks and debris.
I mean, I was
So-
going to try and blast a few down myself too, so...
What I would say is we still don't know if Nimbo recognizes this Furbolg, and also if we can somehow, without combat, get onto the top of that pillar, we're at a privileged position in terms of, shooting people, if it comes to that, or me jumping down and just smashing someone's
Well,
head
I
in.
think everyone else is. I think the top of the pillar is where everyone is. It's kind of like a flat disc, right? It's like
Yeah.
the top of a cylinder.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much.
So, but I think if
Okay.
if you drop us near the center, then
Yeah.
we're a lot safer than
Right
being near the
there,
edge,
right.
as
Exactly.
if we climbed up.
Mhm.
would those
And-
walls provide cover?
They would.
Okay. So, what I'm thinking, I am visible. I Misty Step up and scuttle into the middle, and then you'll dump...
You
you'll-
can't Misty Step 50 feet. Misty Step is 30 feet.
Oh, well, I think I can fly because that's not concentration because of the way I have it. I think. Let me
Oh,
just-
because it's not the fly spell; it's just being a genie warlock.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
Um.
Before we hop in the bag, though, Dagmar, did you say that there was a snowstorm brewing? up at the
Yes.
top.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not going to be an like standard flight up as well. There might be a check involved there, Alex.
Sure. So snowstorms, they are formed just like a lot of storms by you get like a difference between high and low pressure and cold and warm air fronts meeting each other, and a lot of moist air gets sucked up to a high altitude where, because as the air cools and the pressure goes down, it can't hold as much of that water in, so it starts to release. But if it's super cold, then it can turn into sleet, hail, or even snow if it's really cold. And what turns it from snowfall into a snowstorm is the wind. And so, you can get kind of little flurries that make the snow, instead of falling flat, drift up against stuff. But when it becomes a blizzard, that is when the wind is powerful enough not just to throw the snow in your face, but to pick up snow that is already on the ground and add that to the mix. So that's why a snowstorm is so much harder. Sorry, a blizzard is so much harder to see and not die of hypothermia in than a snowstorm, because a snowstorm is just a bunch of snow falling down and getting blown around. A blizzard is that plus all the snow from the ground getting chucked up.
You get a D8.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to tell me a science fact?
Oh,
Yeah.
but also this is me casting Cool Lightning. So as we are getting ready to get in the bag,
Okay.
it's like Nimbo just kind of looks up. I look up at the pillar, and I sense that this is going to be a big deal. This is like divine seal. I'm going to meet Shovel Snow Song, hero of my god. And this is I can feel the energy of the storm, the motion and the natural power of it, as well as the balance of it as well, because it is a meeting of hot and cold air. It's a change in altitude. It's a lot of kind of dichotomies in there. So both my divine channels are opening, and I look out at how far we've come, and I look out at the banks of swirling snow clouds, and you don't normally get thunder or lightning in a snowstorm, but you hear a kind of slight rumble, and you're not sure whether it's a distant avalanche or a peal of thunder, or whether it's a peal of thunder that then set off a little avalanche somewhere. But my eyes start to spark, and you see the little kind of currents of electricity running down the copper coils in my hair. I was like, okay, and I start kind of climbing into the bag.
Any other preparation anyone wants to do? The lingering presence is still sort of there, like an itch in the back of your brain. But that's it.
I think Mark just wants to take a moment to kind of speak to Idle and be like, yes, I was pissed off about the worms because the whole thing just felt a bit much, but right now we've got to figure out what to do with these seals, like what's going on with the fissure, and it's hard enough to figure out what to do on a move by move basis, but in the grand scheme of things, I just don't know what's just and what's right now. So if you've got any guidance around that, get in touch. Do I make a religion check?
Go ahead and make one, yeah.
All right. 10.
You feel the wind howling through your ears, and if there's a voice in it, you can't make out the words.
Mark just goes prick and gets in the bag.
Thoughts and prayers.
So, The reason that snowflakes form is because they all form around some kind of tiny particle, often dust or pollen. And the shape is defined by the temperature that and I believe the sort of water concentration in the air that they're passing through.
Cool.
So that's my little snippet for that.
A D8 for you as well.
Thank you.
All right. You'll climb into the bag. Blurta, you get ready to take off into the store.
So I will. Wait, how long does invisibility last? I believe it's like 10 minutes or something.
Something like that. Like more than enough to travel 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you invisibly begin to fly up. Can you please make me... It's probably going to have to be an athletics check to try to not get slammed into the side of the...
I can't make it an acrobatics one?
No. This one's going to be athletics, I'm afraid.
So this isn't great. Okay, that's fine though. So 18 minus 1 is 17.
Okay, nice. You're flying at first, and you keep getting the wind's trying to slam you into the pillar, and eventually you figure out if you just get your legs sort of stuck out under you, you're basically running up that wall with your fly speed.
Like arms out backwards, Naruto run.
You're Naruto running up a wall.
Kate Bush playing in the background.
Yeah.
Now, where around this pillar did you want to come up onto it?
I think here makes the most sense, if that's showing up on the map.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm only
that's
gonna
not showing up on the stream, but we can see where it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I always forget to turn that off. There we go. So the rest of you are still in the bag. Yarrow, the eagle, is also there. I do have a token for him. Right, Blurta, at this point, can you also make me a stealth check, please?
I can indeed. I believe that's at advantage with invisibility.
Yes.
And I have +5, which is good, because that will be a 15.
15. Let me just double check a couple of things. Okay. Yeah. The cultists are sort of scanning the platform and are both facing away from where you come up. You are able to fly over up onto the platform. Where did you want to land?
I basically wanted to end up like right in the middle, behind the wall, so I've got a bit of cover.
Yeah, you get to here.
Yeah, perfect.
At this point, the Furbolg, who has finished unbuckling Shilhul's armor, straightens and looks directly at where you have just arrived. Artemis, I believe we have company.
Empty the bag, empty the bag.
Okay.
3-point landing.
Climbed in the order, I believe, Nimbo, M, and Muck. So I'm gonna say, Muck, make me an acrobatics check to land on your feet.
Oh yeah, finally some
decide.
acrobatics, baby. 10.
Muck, you land. You try to go for a 3-point landing, and you fall over and land prone. M, make me an acrobatics check. No. Okay. You manage, you slip briefly, and then your claws sort of dig in to the ice, and you manage to keep your footing. And step quickly out of the way as Nimbo.
13, actually.
Nimbo, you land 3-point landing, but the reason you manage to keep your footing is that you're your hand goes straight into Muck's gut. And that's a lot more solid than the ice is. So, Muck,
rock hard abs.
Muck, you are lying prone, Nimbo half on top of you, who very quickly scrambles up.
I think my boots of
flying
Elvenkind
out.
squeak on the ice like basketball trainers.
Yarrow flies out afterwards. Blurta, you're still invisible. If you wanted to move, you could do so, but the Furbolg seems to know that you're around.
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Stop right there! You leave that body alone.
Nimbo, do you know this guy?
Do I know this guy?
The Furbolg standing in front of you is probably about 30 years older than you, and he is unfamiliar.
Do I recognize any kind of cultural signifiers, like a particular necklace or tattoo or anything like that?
So you do notice a fair few things. His hair is sort of copper-colored, starting to fade to grey, and the way that he has braided it is indicative of a Furbolg who does not live among his own kind. So sort of easy to maintain, but also setting him apart from any of the communal Furbolgs that you've met. He is wearing leather hide armor made primarily out of what looks like deer skin. A set of antlers in a crown curling up around his head, reminiscent of Vias himself. A tattoo, tattoos running down his face show runic inscriptions of prayers that are common to the worship of Vias. He has similar tattoos over his arms and legs, but these are intercut with what at first glance look like the scars left behind by a lightning strike. But you realize afterwards are actual ritual scarification of patterns that the Fissure use.
Okay. Seeing the trappings of Vias on this person, can I retcon instead of the stop right there? I'm gonna be like, in the name of Vias, what are you doing? Don't you know who that is? Pointing at the body.
You must be Thunderchild.
You're damn right. I tried to hide my shock that he knows my name. Who the hell are you?
Thunderdad.
Call me Thunderdaddy.
We can't call the episode that, can we?
Yeah, we can.
Call me Thunderdaddy.
Making a note real quick.
Also, it depends where you put the comma in "Call me Thunderdaddy."
Yeah.
Julep saying one of them, that's for sure.
Also,
I don't know the sending spell yet.
You've got half a sending stone if you wanted to message Nerissa instead.
Oh yeah. If Nimbo's trying to intimidate right now, just I've got your back. That's all I'm saying. I'm backing you up.
Okay.
I think me as a player appreciates it. Nimbo knows that Muck would like. Nimbo doesn't need to look over his shoulder to know that Muck is probably there, being like,
growling.
Yeah. Like DMX.
You've asked the Furbolg who he is. I am Carrick Shadegrove. And if you think your pathetic gods have meaning to me, you clearly know nothing at all.
I know quite a lot. I know nothing about you apart from your obviously kind of creepy and ominous name, and the fact that you're desecrating the resting place of someone who did a lot for the world. Now, what the fuck's going on here? Come on, let's be real.
He certainly did a lot for the world, allowing the gods to abandon us all.
Honestly, yeah, you know, I've got mixed feelings about being separated from divinity. Yeah, but well, why are you here? Why have you been trying to hurt us?
You work for those who care not at all for you. Why should we continue to worship gods who have not walked this earth for 1,000 years?
Oh, because they still have influence over the universe. They still,
Do they deserve to?
I mean, deserving and justice. That's you know, that's a complicated question. You know, just ask, just ask Muck over there.
That's right, yeah. Also, not all like worship looks like getting a million tattoos all over your body. Like some of us, we just chat, you know, we just like shoot the shit. Like, why do you have all those tattoos if you hate the gods?
I was not always like this.
Who hurt you?
Gods.
That makes so much sense.
Honestly, fair. But
Why
anyway,
should we continue to worship them, to follow their orders? It is time for change. A new regime.
okay. I'm not averse to change. Nature goes through changes all the time. Change is important for dynamic balance. But what comes next? What is this new regime that you foresee? Because if it's just us worshipping you, then I don't know. That seems like replacing like for like.
Mm-hmm.
You're free to think that. I don't much care.
So that is what you want. You just want to be the new one and only god.
You don't want to change the system. You just want to be the system.
If
Oh,
chaos
great!
could
How
control
subversive of you!
Reparos.
How edgy, dickhead!
Teenagers are so tiresome, don't you think, Artemis?
You have no idea how tiresome we can be.
Dragonborn looks up from where they've still been examining the runes around the seal. Carrick, I don't know why you're communicating with them at all. It's not like we're going to let them stop us.
And who the fuck
Not
are
like
you
30
supposed to
years
be?
ago. Shall we begin?
Oh, fuck.
Okay. In that case, we're going to roll initiative to see who acts first as soon as you start moving. Well.
So considering that the only rolls that I've done today are dexterity-based rolls, and Nimbo, we all know, has a -1 to dexterity, I'm doing pretty well. I got an 18.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, I have advantage on initiative, don't I, with the Sentinel
Yes,
Shield?
you do.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Ooh. I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
11.
Just making sure I've got 20. Hold on. 11 for Blurta, 18 for Nimbo, dirty 20 for Muck, and 22 for M. Okay. I'm gonna remove Yarrow from the battle map for now because Yarrow's not usually involved in combat. But let me know if you want that to change, Sam. And let me see. Okay. As we begin combat, for once, M, you are not first. As you begin to rush forward, the Dragonborn is going to... Let me see that.
What's that?
is going to just use their action to hug.
He's going to put us in a little paddling pool.
He's just gonna be real cute. No, he is going to straighten up, spread both hands, and cast a blast of force that hits all 4 of you. Can you all make me Constitution saving throws, please?
Come on, baby. Constitute.
Save.
20.
Save.
7.
Fail.
2 plus 5.
Fail. Right. So Muck and Blurta, you are both gonna take. $37 points of force damage and get shoved back 10 feet. Nimbo and M, you will take half of that, which is
18.
Thank you.
I'm unconscious.
Oh boy. Blurta's body goes ragdolling past the cultist who's standing here, who's like rapidly turns around only to see Muck now standing next to him. That is going to be all that the Dragonborn can do, however, which brings us to M next. Yes, you definitely can, and you might even catch a couple of cultists as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can get one of the cultists in, depending on where you stand. The more powerful one, or the... Actually, no, this would get all 4 of them if you were to... If you were to move to decide one. Yeah. Cool. Con save. Okay.
A con save.
M cast yeet.
To be fair, so did the Dragonborn. Except there wasn't a spell. The Furball gets an 18. The Dragonborn gets a natural 2. The more powerful cultist gets a 9. And the other one also gets a 9. So I think only the Furball saves. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Okay.
so good.
2 of them get yeeted straight off the edge, and the fall damage will kill them. How much damage does the Furball take? Sorry? 12. It'll take 12 points of damage. The Dragonborn is going to use their reaction to flash up an arcane ward, which is going to reduce the damage somewhat. They will still get pushed, yeah. That's 10, 16... By 20 points, so we'll only take 4 points of damage, but still get pushed back 15 feet. Okay. Intimidation checks have advantage? Yeah. There is something else that's happened because of your force, which is that Shohul's frozen body has gotten pushed to the edge of the plateau as well. I can't move it on the map because it's part of the map, but just so you know, it's no longer
And the
on
armor?
seal. The armor is being... The Furbolg's holding the armor.
Okay.
So that did not get pushed. All right. Okay. That was... Oh, you're amplifying the curse. Did you take your damage? Cool. Mm-hmm. Muck, you're up next.
Now?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to move into melee with the Furball.
Okay, you'll get an attack of opportunity from the mace that cultist is carrying, but he will miss.
Nice. And Muck looks Verbook in the eye and says, "You're in big trouble now." And I'm going to use my bonus action to activate Big Trouble's like effect, which is the bad. So the next target I hit before the start of my next turn must make an opposed athletics check or be pushed 40 feet away. So now I'm going to roll to hit.
Yep.
I'd forgotten about
15.
I've forgotten
15
about.
hits.
Oh, sorry, plus 15 plus 9, 24.
Will
okay. Oh, he's hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the damage first. 17 damage.
17 damage.
And then, are you ready for the opposed athletics check?
Yes.
Oh, God, sorry, I'm just trying to think about physics. No, nothing. All right, I've got a +8, so let's just hope I don't roll. Shit. Nimbo, I think you're muted.
What about like thinking about like how much muscle mass Muck has and the weight of her armor? Like, if she has more mass than the thing she's hitting, then she's likely to be moved less by the Newtonian balance of forces because there's more mass to shift.
I'm just going to point out that Khalil cannot use his inspiration dice.
No, of course no. But I was thinking about inertia. But I suppose. Okay, Muck is a fighter that relies a lot of brute force, right? If she was maybe a bit more dexterous, a bit more nimble, she might be using her fast twitch muscle fibers more. They're the kinds that are used by like sprinters. But because she's using that kind of whole body strength, she probably uses some slow twitch muscle fibers to really put in the power behind the big hit. Is that anything?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. All right. It's a 7 on the dice plus 8, so we're currently at 15. So let me roll that d8. 3, 18. It's not the result we wanted.
He got a 15, so you do.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
The Furbolg and Shohul's armor get flung back to.
What? I didn't hit the armor, did I? I was
He was
holding the armor.
Oh well.
Gets flung back. You see him start flying off the edge of the plateau. Muck, anything else in your turn?
Yeah, I've got another attack.
Yes, I know. There's no one within range currently, so you'd have to move.
Yeah, I'm going to move 10 feet towards this Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And then roll to hit.
Get a home run again.
16 to hit.
16 hits?
Wait. Instead of hitting him, could I shove him?
You've already said you were going to hit, so I'm going to say no.
Fair enough.
But normally, yes.
Fuck. Okay, don't worry.
You not get to use the big trouble thing twice a turn, or?
No, it's just the next target that I hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I've hit, so it's 2d6 plus 6 damage, which is 10 damage. Not much.
10 damage. Cool. He takes all that damage.
Nice. I've used my bonus action. That is the end of my turn. Thank you very much.
Okay. It's now up to some cultists who've realized there's a fight going on. They should probably get involved. So this one's gonna rush up and come up here. This one's gonna go for Muck. And who else? This one, let's see. What's going on, guys?
So I clicked a thing on one of my spells and it immediately created the radius of it. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fair. This one can only get to there, I think. Okay. So one attack against Nimbo and one against Muck. Against Nimbo, natural 1, and against Muck, that's a 14 to hit, which will miss.
Nope.
And this guy's actually gonna dash to get up to M instead. Okay, that's all their turns. It is now the Furbolg's turn, who is
What?
flying.
Oh yeah, he's ahead of me. Yeah.
Who is flying through the air, and before he drops to the ground completely, wild shapes. The armor vanishing into his new form, and I have lost a lot of my tokens. There they are. Reappearing as an air elemental. Who has...
Is that allowed?
For a druid? An archdruid? Sure. Has movement.
He's an
90 feet.
archdruid. He can only transform into archers.
Yeah.
And is going to rush up there. And go for a slam attack. 2 slam attacks against Muck. Natural 20? Yeah. He wild shaped. So
things that you're carrying can become
part of your form. Yeah. So that's a 14 on the first, but a natural 20 on the second.
All right. Well, the second one hits.
Okay. Which is going to be painful. Unless I roll really badly on the damage. It's still bad. That is going to be 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
And you've got your heavy armor master, right?
Yeah, which brings it down to 23, which is the amount of hit points I have. So I'm on 1 hit point because I'm an orc, baby.
Did you not use that during the Remoraz fight?
So it is up on my character sheet.
A short rest thing.
Let me double check.
No, it is once per long rest.
Oh no, I don't have that. Okay, I'm down then. I'm down. Fuck.
Nimbo, you're up.
Okay. Okay, bonus action, healing word,
Yeah.
blurter.
Okay.
Get yourself 6 hit points.
Oh yeah.
Big 6, baby. And then for my action, I am going to. There's no way that in a 5-foot radius circle, so 10-foot diameter, there's no way I could get the air elemental and the dragonborn, but not Zap Muck.
No.
Okay, the air elemental seems like a pretty big threat, and so I'm just gonna get that guy. So that is gonna be a dexterity save, I believe.
Okay.
Some kind of save. Let me check. Yeah, dex save, DC 15.
Okay, where's my air elemental? Fail.
Great,
11.
because you said this was stormy conditions, right?
It is stormy conditions.
So I get an extra D10 of damage on this. So
Yes,
you
4
do.
D10. Okay, those are 2 10s and 2 3s. So
Nice.
that is 26 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Too late for this one. That's fine.
Yeah.
26 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry,
Takes all of that damage.
After a couple of sessions missed recording, I keep forgetting about my channel divinity. I'll get you next time. And I'm gonna
move.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move just 1 step to there.
Okay. Cool. All right. With that, it's this guy's turn. This guy can't currently really see anyone. 2, 3, 4. Actually, you can't move through the air elemental space that easily, so he'll be over here. Can you see anyone now? Yes. That guy is going to try to cast. Oh no, that's actually. Yeah, no, that one. He's going to try to cast Hold Person on M. So M, can you please make me a Wisdom saving throw? The DC is 14. Okay, you are paralyzed as your muscles start to lock up. And this guy is concentrating. Blurta, you're up next.
Okay, first level healing word to Muck,
Nice.
which will be.
Oh shit, you're a bard now.
Yes.
I mean, I did that on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
That just so that Alex could have a turn.
So that's 7 points of healing to Muck.
Pardon? 60 feet.
Yeah.
What is that? 7?
I mean, I've only got one more leveled spell slot, so it's not. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast this guy down here.
Go for it.
Well, actually, tell you what. Before I do that, I'm going to move to like there just to trigonometry slightly better.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that is 19 plus whatever.
That hits. I'm guessing you're shoving him 10 feet?
Yep.
Roll your damage, but I'm pretty sure that plus the fall is probably going to kill him.
Oops. Sorry, ignore that. That was the wrong dice.
And he's not going to be able to get back up.
Well, that's still a 1, so that's still 6 damage from the blast.
Okay. Well, 6 damage, and he gets knocked off the side of the ledge and vanishes from sight.
Okay.
That was only your first Eldritch Blast.
Yes. Is Eldritch Blast in melee at disadvantage, if I recall?
Yes.
Right, so... let's go for... Can't really...
You can go for the dude. I don't know, that won't get him out. Well, it depends on what angle you get it, but like the purple dude to the top left.
West.
If you took
If you went one
chance
square
of
to the
an
right-
attack of...
If you went 1 or 2 squares to the right
Yeah, from this square,
and then
Alex,
shot to the left,
you'd be able to try to knock the other guy off as well.
Can I see the Dragonborn from here?
Let me see. He'd probably have some amount of cover.
Okay.
No, actually, you can't see him from over there. You can see him if you step to where I've just moved you, but then he would have some cover.
Can I move? How about from there?
Uh,
Because I don't really want to get into.
yes, he would have half cover, so +2 to his AC.
Let's gamble.
Okay, go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good
And
one.
you have an inspiration dice, remember?
23.
23 hits.
Yep. 10 foot back and 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, and he goes flying. Muck, you come to, feeling like this magic coursing through you, just patching up some of your wounds, and then just watch as this Dragonborn gets punched in the chest by one of Blurta's rays.
No one fucking blasts me. I will fucking blast you back twice as much.
And I'm just double checking. Okay.
He's probably
Dragonborn vanishes from sight.
He's probably got some bullshit recovery method, but he's out of chair for the time being, at least.
Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay. It is now. It was going to be some cultists, but Blurta's just knocked a few of them down. But not the 2 who are up after Blurta. So, Blurta.
So, can I just say quickly, I think Muck, through the many downs she's taken over this journeying adventure, now knows the feeling of a healing word and would not be like, I'm alive.
No.
Like, I think we'll try and conceal it so
Yes.
she could get the jump.
You know
not
you're conscious, and you're just kind of like looking through your eyes, but you're still prone on the ground. You're not
Okay.
necessarily drawing attention to yourself.
Great, thank you.
Blurta would have done the same, which is why no one rushed to attack her the round between Nimbo and Blurta.
Appreciate that.
However, it is now the turn of 2 cultists who are going to rush to attack her.
Yay.
So that's going to be 2 attacks with their maces. For a 7 and a 14 to hit.
The 14 does hit.
The 14 hits. For 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm alive!
So happy to hear that. Bringing us
you know
back.
what? I'm gonna just go out, Hellish Rebuke on the one that hit
The
me.
one who hit you? Yeah, go ahead and make roll your damage.
So
Or
this
does
is-
he a dex save?
Yeah.
5.
Fail. And that's that's pants. 5 points of fire damage back to him.
Okay, he is below half hit points. These guys are cannon fodder. The Dragonborn's turn, you just hear Wilhelm scream as he continues to fall. Adam, you're up.
That was an amazing Wilhelm, actually.
Em, you are paralyzed. So let me just double check hold person. You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Yes. Okay, so Yarrow is technically giving the help
Eagle in
action.
the washing machine.
Yarrow can do that and give the help action to Muck to hit the air elemental. Yarrow not entering combat means Yarrow can also get hit. Cool. Go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw. Yeah, you are no longer paralyzed as the cultist spell loses its grip on you. Muck, you're up.
Okay, so the first thing that Muck is going to do is take a second wind. She's going to roll one. She's going to regain some of her health. She'd been down once. She didn't want to go down again. So we're about to boss up right now. So that's 11 hit points regained. Okay, and that's my bonus action. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit stronger on my feet right now. So Yarrow's helping me to hit this air elemental.
You have advantage on your first attack.
On my first attack, in which case I'm going to use my Great Weapon Master ability.
Do it.
So I'm gonna -5 to the hit, but if I hit, I add an extra 10 damage or something. I'll double check. But let me roll to hit first. Oh, 19 plus 4, 23.
That will hit.
Okay, and let me just double check what the Great Weapon Mastery is doing.
Add
Yeah,
10
plus
damage.
10. Plus 10, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, 2d6. That's a 1. I can re-roll it.
Yes, you
That's
can.
a 1 again. Then so
You don't
fuck
get
it.
to reroll it again.
Yeah, the second one's a 2. I can re-roll that. It's a 6. Okay, 7 plus 6, 13 plus 10, 23 damage.
Nice. Below half hit points.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again. Do I still get advantage on this?
You don't
one?
get. You only get advantage on the first hit.
Oh man, I didn't even need it. Okay.
Are you great weapon?
10.
Were you great weapon mastering again?
Great Weapon Master, yeah. So what is that? 14. Not gonna hit, right?
14 just misses. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. My Relentless Endurance is not an action. So I'm going to also not an action surge.
Go for it.
And now I'm gonna hit. I'm using my. Oh gosh, is it what? 14 just misses. 14 just misses. I've got an even chance of hitting. I'm gonna use Great Weapon Master for every hit. Fuck no. 12 minus 4, 8 does not hit.
No.
That's a natural one. All right. Well, I tried my best.
You're trying to cut in, but it's hard to find. You know there's parts within this air elemental that are more solid, but you're struggling to find them as the elemental itself is ripping at the monster fucker and just sort of directing it to other parts of his body where it just can't do any damage.
Okay.
Sort of swinging wildly through it, trying to land the hits. It is not working, I'm afraid.
If I attempted to... No. I was going to say, can I jump over the air elemental using my bonus action?
You've
jump
used your
spell?
bonus action for your second wind.
That's not a bonus action, I don't think.
It is.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry, apologies.
That's
All
okay.
right, that's the end of my turn.
All
Signing
right.
off.
In that case, we've got some cultists up next. This one's gonna step, actually this one's just gonna, no, this one's seen you knock people off of the edge, so it's gonna step over to here and hit Nimbo, and then the other one's gonna try to hit Muck. So to hit Nimbo, natural 20, which is going to be multiple dice. 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And to hit Muck, that's a 9 to hit, so that will miss.
Right.
And this brings us around to the air elemental, who
Oh,
is...
I need to make a concentration save.
Yes, you do.
Which I smash. Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. This guy is going to...
He realizes that Yarrow is the real threat and focuses all of his attacks.
He realizes the error of his ways and joins our team.
He's actually allergic to feathers.
is going to move so that both Muck and Yarrow are in its space, and is going to use its whirlwind ability. Can you make me a strength saving throw for Yarrow and Muck, please?
That's the
Muck,
best
you got
kind of
this.
saving throw. Okay. Come on,
Yarrow's
mama.
strength save has a -2. 15.
19 plus 8 is 27.
Okay. You all watch as Yarrow just gets flung out the side of the air elemental, going like head over tails into in the air until just vanishes.
Muck kind of like bears down like she's doing a kind of like squat, like to stay steady and stable. That inertia is really coming into play right now.
Yeah. You will take half of the damage.
There was damage?
Yes. As you get buffeted, basically, you get smacked into Yarrow, which is what really kills him. So that's gonna be... You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. It's not
Reduced
magical.
to 4. I'm up, baby. I'm up.
And you were not flung 20 feet away and knocked prone, which would have been an issue.
Oh, yeah.
But that is all the air elemental is going to do on its turn. Bringing us to the guy who's going to try to hit M. That's a natural 20. These cultists keep rolling natural 20s.
Someone check the DM's dice.
Thank you, Valkyrie RPG. Use code ScienceSorcery for 30% off. That is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage to M because I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the dice. Yeah. It's only 1d6 plus 1 for their damage. Nimbo, you're up.
Okay, so when seeing Yarrow get yeeted out of the vortex, most people were probably like, "Oh no, poor guy." Nimbo actually breathes a massive sigh of relief because no longer is his friend's familiar like being like swirled around inside the exact thing that I'm about to try and fill with lightning.
No, it's just your friend who's being swirled
I'm
around.
in there, bro.
That's being filled.
Yeah, but like you're not being moved though,
Okay, yeah.
so I can hit it without hitting you
Yeah,
because
sure.
you're standing there in a whirlwind
yes,
rather
yes.
than being like like a grape in a blender.
I never should have questioned you about matters of the weather. I apologize.
So, they say lightning doesn't strike twice. So for my action, we all know this song. Constitution save, DC 15, please.
Nat 19.
God damn it! The one turn I remembered that I have that ability. You know what? I have 2 of them. So I'm gonna. We need to get this thing down in hit
Where
points.
are you targeting it in such a way that it
I'm
hits
con save
one
for
of
the munchkin to the top left.
top left? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm targeting that space
That's a
just
failure.
between the elemental and the wee guy.
Cool.
So I'm
fails.
gonna use one use of my channel divinity because I had 2 because I'm such a good cleric now.
You are.
And so the munchkin takes 40, and the air elemental takes 20.
Okay. The munchkin is fried to a crisp. And just sort of like you watch like his skeleton sort of come through in the parts of his face that isn't currently like wrapped up tied in like scarves. That guy's dead.
Amazing.
Which is great because it was going to be his turn next. You have a bonus action.
Bonus action. Part of me thinks I should heal people or myself, but part of me is like, time to bust out the most broken spell in the game. Spiritual weapon, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a
One
second
day
level
I'll learn to actually bring up the spiritual weapon token at the start.
so this is going to be this is a magical world. They have climbing gear. This is going to be an ice pick.
Yes.
And so I'm going to
Where
make
do you
a
want it?
spell attack. I want it pretty much exactly where it is.
Perfect.
And I roll a natural 2, so that's going to miss. But the spiritual weapon is up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move. I'm going to move 1 step to the north, just so I'm really on the seal, away from the edge, close to the elemental, but not next to it.
Cool. Blurta, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna reach into my belt pouch, pop up a little vial, and chug down my soul healing potion,
Sensible.
which is a greater. So that will be. This is a good roll on that. So 2 4s, 2 3s, 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 4 is 18. That is, right. That is the best health potion roll I've ever had. Right, and then just sort of flex my muscles a bit. It's not as impressive as she thinks it is, because she's a weedy little thing.
You're currently flanked by a Goliath and a really buff dwarf. So they're both like,
okay, you weird child. Nonetheless, I'm going to pop up 1 space and then shoot the guy to my left at disadvantage to try and knock him off. Does 14 hit?
Yep. He's got so few hit points that your minimum damage will knock him off and kill him at the same time.
Nice.
Just these like fragments of person just
you watch as he gets like the force bolt slams into him like right under the chin, and as he's flying the head sort of comes loose and you just watch it. It's not completely detached, but you just sort of watch it flop broken necked down the side of a mountain.
And then I turn to his friend
Yeah.
and smile, and I'm gonna take a shot at him as well.
Yeah, this is the dwarf, so you're having, like, you kind of have to squat in order to get it, but...
Yeah, and still at disadvantage.
Yep.
So that is only an 11, so I doubt it.
That will just miss.
Wait, I have a thingy dice.
Yeah.
I've already told you the result.
Ah.
No, fine.
Sorry. It's okay, I'm very excited at how this fight's been seesawing back and forth. It's very fun. I enjoy it. Okay. Buff Dwarf turn is gonna try to beat you with a mace. Is gonna roll a 12.
Nope.
Is also gonna move over here so you can't knock him off the platform.
Jesus.
You can knock him into Nimbo, I bet that hurts. And that brings us to M with Muck on deck. Roll your D100 while I find the table. 66. You've had this one before. You and one other creature of your choice within 120 feet gain resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage until the start of your next turn. Yeah, cool. That seems sensible. Oh no, yeah, that's item use, not spell. Like here? Or further up? There? Yeah. The only person who can currently see you is the buff dwarf. Oh. And Blurton. Brilliant. Muck, you're up. Oh, you're muted.
I cast silence.
Thank you. Undo it. On my last turn, when I hit him, I rolled a 19 and I forgot that I'm a champion. So that should have been a crit. So if I hit him this turn, can I have that extra dice?
You can have the extra dice, but not the double damage.
Deal. I'll take that.
I mean, it's been a while since we've played, so I'll give you part of it.
Thank you. I'm not using Great Weapon Master because now I really want to hit. 9 plus 9, 18.
That hits.
Yeah, 3d6. 2, reroll. 1. Okay.
Sometimes
One,
you gamble and sometimes
reroll.
you lose.
4. Okay, 5. 2, reroll. Oh my god. 4. Okay, that's 9 plus 6, 15 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go again. Do I want a Great Weapon Master? He's looking pretty down. Fuck it. Guns are blazing.
Damaged.
Guns are blazing. I've done some damage. Let's put it on the line. Yeah, it doesn't hit. What's that? 12.
No.
Not gonna
Yeah,
hit.
12 will miss.
Yeah. A bonus action? No. I can't jump over this big guy. I know that
You
to
cannot.
be true.
With the storm and the air elemental and the lightning that keeps coming down, it's a bit of a flight would be a hazard right now, including your jumping.
Cool. All right. Turn done.
Okay. In that case, one attack against Nimbo and one against Muck from the two cultists. Nimbo misses. Muck also misses. The air elemental is gonna see if the whirlwind recharges.
I love that, like, Nimbo, all his focus is like on this air elemental that used to be a furbolg, that used to be in tune with the divine and is now in this cult and is like trying to kill his friend. And there's this like this little chump on Nimbo's left, which is his shield side, and just like scrabbling against the shield.
He's got a mace and he's just trying to beat through it, but clearly he's not the smartest. And he's just not. It's not happening. Muck, can you make me another strength saving throw, please?
Come on, sweet justice. 16.
16. One moment. Where's my? I'm afraid that fails.
Oh.
And I am going to roll a d6 to determine which direction you get flung in.
This is when you need the old Warhammer scatter die.
Yeah. You are going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, to which you are currently resistant. Reduced to 5.
And it's non-manageable. Yes, that's 2. I'll have that.
Yeah. But you do get flung this way, thankfully. And are knocked prone.
Thank you.
The...
Oh my god.
Yeah. That would have been bad. The elemental drops its shape, and you see instead returning in its place once again the furball, bloodied, bruised, clearly taking the damage that the wild shape was taking as well. I'm not going to let you stop me, like that stupid sovereign stopped me 30 years ago. You want this so bad? Take it. As he runs backwards, flings himself over the edge, and throws the armor sort of that way, off the edge as well. You hear it sort of clatter down in the on the rocks below as the furball starts to fall.
Okay. So he's... Sorry, refresh... So he's jumped off.
He's just jumped off.
Okay.
It is almost your turn, Nimbo, but first there's another idiot with a mace who's gonna try to hit you. Nope, that's a 15.
I'm just gonna stiff arm past both of these guys.
Okay. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to the edge. And
2
look
attacks of
over.
opportunity. One of them, you know what? That's a dirty 20. One of them finally gets like a hit in, like cracks their mace against your shin. So you're moving, so that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, concentration check. Oh, I make it with a 10. Yes.
Looking over
what do I
the
see?
edge, you see a giant eagle flying away. Sort of has soared down, picked up a dragonborn who seems to be unconscious or dead, unclear from this distance, and the eagle is rapidly flying off. It's still within your call lightning reach.
I was gonna say, how far away is it?
Exactly.
It couldn't dash on its action because it used the whirlwind
Yeah.
ability to try to throw muck over the edge.
Okay. You know I'm gonna tag it with some lightning on the way out.
Oh yeah.
So also, it's without the armor, yeah.
The armor you can see has it's difficult to make out with the snowstorm, but it has fallen down onto the cliff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Call lightning?
So
Dex?
con.
Con?
Sorry. What is it? It is. Hey. Dex.
Dex. Eagles are dexterous, aren't they? That's an 11 though.
That fails. 40 points of damage to both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. We will see the wizard, the dragonborn, whether or not they survive. You don't know. The eagle drops momentarily. You think maybe you've killed him. Before the wings beat once more. You brought him down to 1 hit point.
No! I swear in giant under my breath.
Blurter, I know you can do this. I know you can do this.
Hearing Muck mutter that under her breath, for my bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet to there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a swing at the buff dwarf.
Go for it.
That's going to be something good. That is going to be 26 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be, I think, 2d8, as far as I remember.
I believe so.
That's going to be... Is it plus my modifier, or is it just
it's
2d8?
just the 2d8.
That's going to be 15 points of force.
Buff dwarf gets...
No, it is... Oh, no, it's 1d8 plus my wisdom.
Oh, okay.
modifier.
Can you re-roll that, please, then?
Sorry. That's 11.
Still kills him.
Yeah.
As the buff dwarf gets bonked on the head with a piton, was it?
It's an ice pick,
pick.
like one of those
Ice pick, that's what it
pickaxes.
was. Nice. Okay. That your turn, Nimbo?
Yeah.
It's Blurta's turn now.
Okay, so I shall move 30 foot up to here,
Yep,
which just rebounded me for some reason. But
that's okay.
can I reach it in a range of 120 foot?
You can certainly try because of the storm. It's gonna have cover.
Okay,
That doesn't affect call lightning.
so it'll be at disadvantage.
Huh? They're probably like 90 feet and gaining.
Okay,
Thank
nice.
you, Gav.
Okay, so it'll be at is it disadvantage or at
No, if it's
Added.
cover, it would just be a bonus to
Nope,
AC.
they cover, so there's a change to their AC. Which, in giant
So-
eagle form, I'm not gonna tell you what their AC
blast
is.
number 1 is a 14 plus 8.
That hits.
For the sake of argument, that's a 6 plus that extra fire damage.
The eagle.
Maybe hold on to that extra fire damage, because you might want to pop him on the way down.
Is that
Sorry.
allowed? Sorry.
Sorry, keep going. Sorry.
You can try. The eagle starts to fall. Spinning slowly. The wings still outstretched, slowing the descent. But clearly not conscious anymore.
Hit him again.
Sure thing.
Um,
Wait,
Were
is
you
this
using
Dragon
your-
Justice?
repelling blast. What this is.
I would think not, because I'm just focused. Because
Nope.
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to consider Muck's question?
What was Muck's question?
Is this Dragon Justice?
I don't consider that question.
Nope,
I
that's
love
fine.
that about you.
Just because Rachel mentioned it. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
That's only a 13.
That will miss.
Yep, and I should have declared my thingy dice then, but never mind.
Yeah.
But shouldn't he have dropped form if he's unconscious?
He didn't.
He didn't.
Is he a werebear? No, sorry.
It's a giant eagle, not a normal eagle.
But he is unconscious.
You think so?
Okay. I will. Wait, I've still got my bonus action, I believe.
Yes, you do.
So I'm just going to turn. I'm not sure if this particularly helps. I'm going to turn to Em and go, "You're all right." And then that's my bardic inspiration.
You're up next. Muck on deck. Further now, because they're falling.
But you could move forward 20 foot more.
Sorry. They... Making me do math. They're probably getting close to 110, 120 feet. From the edge of the platform, I should have said, not from your current location then. Yep. They're outside of Vortex Warp range. If that's what you were thinking.
Or do you have magic missile?
But do we want to kill them or not?
Yeah. We definitely got questions.
50 feet. Mm-hmm.
I believe there is an official answer to that.
I tend to go with you drop 30 feet on a turn. Just because if you can run 30 feet, you can fall 30 feet. That makes sense to me, but...
Apparently,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What does that do to you? So what am I supposed to do with that? Okay, let me think it out.
Sick. Do it.
Okay.
I will say, Sam, even though the eagle is technically holding the dragonborn, you'd only be able to pull one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then if you teleport the eagle away, and this guy's just going to be sailing through the air. Whee!
Okay. In that case,
That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
right. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. You go ahead and make an athletics check to try to get as much distance as you can.
Make an air check.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You managed to jump far enough to get them within range. You cast Vortex Warp, and you watch as a bolt of energy soars out towards the spell you've just cast and block it off, the way you've seen Blurta cast Counterspell. Looking down as you begin to fall, you see a small humanoid figure standing amidst the snow beneath. Too far to make out details.
Is it that fucking gnome again?
Yeah, the little bitch just stole Blur.
Taller than a gnome.
A tall
You'll find out
gnome.
more. You've got a bonus action still, Em. Yep. Okay. Alright. As M begins to fall, Muck.
Oh,
It's your turn. Sorry.
So am I gonna die
just say
somehow?
your name and not actually indicate what I wanted from you.
Yeah. There's not. Oh wait, no. I can just kill these little guys. I mean, I can just attack and disarm these little guys. Dragon. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to one closest to me. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't need to do Great Weapon Master. These guys are gonna get gone.
Mhm.
Okay. 23 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah. 6 plus 6. I'm already at 12. Dead.
Yeah, dead.
Perfect. Move into the next one. No Great Weapon Master.
Buck's just having like a hallway fight scene where just like.
Yeah. 9 plus 9, 18 to hit.
Hits.
5 plus 6, 11.
Okay. Are you doing non-lethal damage on these guys, by the way?
No, I'm not. No, I'm
Okay,
not.
you're just Okay,
I was
just
I was
checking.
just saying that for the dragon, but no, I'm really not.
I feel like this is how paladins break their oaths, Muck.
I'm not a paladin. So I'm a
No, I
champion,
know. I'm
baby.
just saying. Bonus action?
No bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. And yeah, this is definitely much just being like time to take out the trash. So yeah, the dragon's definitely just gonna kill her immediately. So
Okay.
I've made my peace.
The last cultist is going to run away from the direction that Muck's coming from towards Nimbo and is going to go for a shove attack to try to push you over the edge. Can you make an athletics check, please? 18.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah. Sort of runs at you with all of their strength and just sort of smacks into you, trying to push you over, but you're like, you've dug your feet in. You can do this all day.
So as it's now going to my turn,
Yeah.
can I flavor that into I step to the side slightly, put one arm out and clothesline this guy, and I would like to try and reverse the grapple.
Yes, absolutely. Make another athletics check. 9.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Can I polish a nat 1 with a nerd dice?
No. Especially as I rolled a 9, so at best nothing would happen anyway.
No, because I have a +2 to strength.
Still no, it's still a nat 1, and it's an attack roll. Technically. It's an attack action, I mean.
Grapple is not an attack. It's an action. And it.
Okay, you know what? Yes, go ahead.
But no, it's a nat 1. We'll honor the nat 1.
Okay.
So because it's funnier that way. So I step to the side and I really proficiently evade this guy's grapple, because I think maybe occasionally me and Muck have been doing a bit of play wrestling and training and stuff. And Nimbo has got, because Muck is such a proficient fighter, Nimbo has had to get quite good at not being grappled, but he hasn't yet got good at grappling because he can never get the right positions on Muck because she's so good. So that explains my nat 18 on not getting grappled and my nat 1 on putting a grapple on.
Yeah. Always be grappling. That's what I always say.
You're up.
Sorry,
did you want to do more?
For my bonus action, I am going to move the spiritual weapon just so it's hovering next to this guy threateningly.
Yeah.
Just, not going to hit him with it. Just going to hover. I mean, can I do non-lethal damage with a spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
I'll
say it as spells damage go, it's the exception that you can do non-lethal damage with it.
Okay, that's going to hit. That'll be a 23.
Yeah.
And that is 12 points of non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 on the damage.
He is unconscious.
So I'm I failed to grapple, and then this ice pick comes along, hovering in the air, turns 180, and just bonks him with the back of it, rather than the spike part.
Brain freeze.
I high five Muck.
Okay. At this point,
and then as he slumps forward, so I try to grapple, and I kind of totally fuck it up, and he goes, and then out from behind him, boom, and his eyes cross. He falls forward, and I catch him in my arms.
Yeah, you're gently cradling this elf. He's dressed in cult clothing. It's not that kind of stream, Rachel. Right. At this point, you said you were going to cast levitate on yourself, right? To stop the fall. Okay. It would be 5d6 of falling damage.
What about blurting?
Well, because all of the combatants are currently
true.
Removed from combat, and the eagle and dragonborn have continued to fall and will be out of Blurta's reach now as well.
Okay, yeah, that was going to be my query.
Several things. You being the closest to this mysterious figure on the ground, you see several things happen. The first thing is that you see the eagle crash into the ground, the smaller figure rushing over towards it, the eagle finally reverting to its much smaller furball form. The other figure roots through, seems to grab something from within their armor, picks up the dragonborn, and rushes off into the storm, leaving the Furbolg's body behind.
The what?
And to find out what happens next, actually, no, there's one other thing. Muck, looking around for more combatants, you notice a small rucksack propped up against the side of one wall. What's in the rucksack and what's happened to the Furbolg? We're going to find that out next week.
Whoa.
That was real close to a TPK in that first round of combat, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of
I hate that Dragonborn more than I hate any other character. Even my husband. That one attack.
You get a natural 20 for a 23 on their initiative, which I was
Yeah.
not expecting.
Disgusting.
All right, how's everyone feeling? What's the MVP? I can imagine.
Conflicted. Like a
Yeah.
really fun fight, but like really wondering about the fissure and how we keep learning in tiny little amounts, but like we don't really have the whole picture. Yeah, I can't wait to find
I'm
out.
hoping some of that will probably get cleared up next session, especially if the cleric remembers to prep a certain spell. I'm picturing the scene from Baldur's Gate where the corpse starts rising and the face glows and then the corpse begins to speak.
The corpse
Right.
regards you lifelessly.
Exactly. You might need to disguise yourself. Right. Who's the MVP for the session, guys? I feel like you all did some real cool shit throughout.
Genuinely, it's hard to choose because, like, obviously, M had that like kind of Matrix vortex warp levitate moment, which was sick. But then also Nimba getting that 40 damage as they're flying off into the distance was insane. And then Blurter actually sniping them for good. Like, I'd be happy if everyone except for me got moment of awesome.
Oh no, the worms baseball bat moment was
Yes.
inspired.
Thank
Just-
you. Yeah, I do. I love my sword.
I mean, also I'd forgotten that it was called Big Trouble.
Big Trouble, yeah. Also known as Monster Fucker.
Yes. I think that sounds like a
Cool.
very good decision. All right. Yeah. Well done, guys. Looking forward to having the reveal of some secrets next session. Sam doesn't believe me. You were close. You were close. You didn't know about the secret third thing that was waiting at the base of the
No.
cliff. On that note, thank you all so much for watching. Join us again next week to find out if I can frustrate Sam any more than I already have. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye.